It seems ace sports journalist and former spokesperson of the Normalization Committee of the Black Stars, Kweku Yeboah, has had enough of the recent string of poor performance from the Black Stars and has gone on a rampage, spilling the tea on a lot of behind-the-scenes actions that seem to be contributing to the current state of the Ghanaian senior national team, which the whole nation is currently not impressed about. Dan, in a series of interviews, has been spilling quite some tea on some of the inside happenings of the Black Stars camp, and it seems like this can help some of us understand to some extent why things are the way they are. Let's delve into it. All about the business. Speaking on OKFM after the Stars lost to Sudan in the second leg of the AFCON qualifiers, Dan insinuated that the president of the Ghana Football Association, Kweku, is more focused on the business of selling players than winning tournaments. He said, "We need the FA to sit up because the FA is using the national team to do business." While the game was going on in Libya, Kweku was in Germany with the Black Satellites. He was in Germany with the team and we conceded 5 goals. They are not interested in the results, they are interested in selling the players. Chairman of the Management Committee. Dan also made a statement giving us an insight on who controls the team's affairs. Speaking on Peace FM after Sudan beat Ghana 2-0 in their away match, he disclosed that renowned media personnel Randy Abbey, a member of the GFA Executive Council, is actually the chairman of the Management Committee of the Black Stars. Most of the recent Black Stars matches, Randy has been with the team. An insider told me that Randy is now playing the role of Black Stars Management Committee chairman, just that they can't make it public for reasons best known to them. It must be recalled that Randy is no stranger to the position as he is currently the chairman of the Management Committee of the Black Satellites too. The reason why Kwesi Appiah was sacked. The ace journalist also gave insights on what led to the firing of now coach of Sudan, Kwesi Appiah. It will be recalled that Kwesi Appiah was the coach of Ghana's national football team for a while, and even went on to coach the under-23 team, the Black Meteors, which all seemed to be in better standing as compared to now. Well, according to Kweku, the reason former coach Kwesi got sacked is because Kweku, the then president of the Normalization Committee, claimed Kwesi Appiah was using, quote, unknown players. And guess who those unknown players were? Mohamed Kudus and a few others who rose with him around that period. Same Kudus that has literally become the backbone of the team now. He said, when Kweku took over from the Normalization Committee, Kwesi Appiah had won 2 games on the trot, including beating South Africa in Cape Coast. That was the match where Kudus and co made their debut. According to Kwesi Appiah, Kweku had called him and warned him that he would be sacked if he lost because he was using unknown players. Kwesi Appiah had won the game but still got sacked. At some point, the president wanted Kwesi Appiah to stay, but Kurt insisted on sacking him. This statement was also confirmed by another sports journalist, Kwesi Appiah of Sumpa FM, who stated that the president communicated his desire for Kwesi Appiah's contract to be extended by 1 year through the chief of staff, Akosua Frema Osei Opare, in a meeting in the Jubilee House in 2020. And Kurt, however, came back after a phone call and rejected the advice. Collins, however, goes on to state that Kwesi Appiah's era, though better than currently, was the worst at the time and therefore justified his sacking. Kwesi Appiah's contract ended in January 2020 and was never renewed, for the record. Well, at least we can be rest assured that the FA is still an independent body. Don't you think so? Jordan and Kwesi Appiah's interaction. You may have come across this video where Jordan is seemingly complaining bitterly to former coach Kwesi Appiah after the home match. Well, According to the Deputy Communications Minister of the Ghana Football Association, Sheikh Tofik Kadir, that conversation was about the number of chances the team missed during the game. According to him, he went behind the scenes to speak to the former coach and was told that. According to Kweku, however, Jordan was complaining to Kwesi Appiah about Mohamed Kudus's captaincy. He claimed Jordan had earlier been promised that he would be captain should his brother Andre and Thomas Partey be absent. But strangely, the armband was given to Mo Kudus shortly before the game without the knowledge of Jordan. I mean, that's a clear recipe for trouble if you ask me. But who's telling the truth now? Is it the former spokesperson of the Normalization Committee or the Deputy Communications Minister of the FA? I guess we may never know for sure unless one of the parties involved actually decides to speak up. 2 million Ghana cedis. Now this is the deal breaker. The A-Sports journalist also claimed that the former president of the Ghana Football Association, Kwesi had single-handedly withdrawn 2 million Ghana cedis from the account of the Black Stars, and that this money was not used for anything Black Stars related, but rather for his personal gain. Now, if we all remember the announced number 12 expose, we would know that this former FA president's tenure has already been hit with a slew of allegations which led to his resignation as president of the FA and a ban from FIFA after over a decade of being in office. He, however, still contested for parliamentary elections in one of the constituencies in the country, but lost. A section of the Ghanaian populace are now calling for Kwesi Appiah to be brought back, with others saying he's better off, as the problem of the Black Stars is an institutional problem and not a coach problem, and that the current coach, Otto Addo, needs time to build the team. Whilst others are saying that, well, he wasn't much help anyway, and if the current coach is not the best, then we can always look elsewhere for a better one. But as it stands now, Black Stars are at risk of not qualifying for the next edition of the AFCON for the first time since 2024. They have not won any of their 4 games, losing 2 and drawing 2. They only stand a chance if they are able to win their next 2 matches, which are up in November, which will be against Angola, who so far have won all their matches, and of course with the hopes that Sudan loses theirs. Let's all hope that the right measures are put in place, both on the field and institutionally, so that the Black Stars can continue to soar like they are supposed to, as they seem to be crawling as it is. Imagine stars crawling. Anyways, this has been Infotain Online, and we continue to bring you happenings from within the country and the continent as a whole. Like and subscribe for more, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell.